everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and today I am going to show you a card using some new product from the new spring catalog. And this is kind of like a corner tuck card, I guess is what they call it. And you open it up like this, you write your greeting in there, and then you just tuck this right in the corner to close it up for mailing and all that. So yeah, I thought this would be a fun card to show you, and I love this. This just calls spring to me. So in the new catalog on pages 35 and 34, they have this new suite, and it's called Hello Yellow. And I absolutely loved it. This is the very first bundle I ordered. Because if you're a demonstrator, you get to pre-order, and I pre-ordered this one. The rest of the stuff that I ordered is on its way because I just could not wait to get this set. So I ordered this, and I absolutely love everything about it, but you could check it out on page 35 and 34. Either if you don't have a physical catalog, you can go online and look at the one on the website. And yeah, so there's that. This is the stamp set, and they came with dies. Now I gotta tell you a little funny story before we get involved in this card. I was making this whole card, and I thought there was dies that came with it, but I'm like, I don't know, because sometimes they come with dies, sometimes they don't, and then sometimes I don't buy the dies all the time. I just buy the stamp set. So I'm making the whole card. Now I fussy cutted this little wish out, okay, because I did not realize there was a die set. I did not realize that the die set had the word wishing in there, because I found this after I was picking this stuff up. I am such a little ditz. But I'm going to show you how I made the card. I did not use the dies. So, but if you want to make this card, definitely use the dies, and then you don't have to fussy cut it. So I'm just going to leave it there. So this is called the Delightful Wishes, and it comes with stamps and dies. So we're going to be using that set. We are also going to be using this wonderful, lovely paper, and this is called Floral Delight. It's 12 by 12. This paper is just, I mean, the camera's probably not even going to do it justice. I'll try to pull it out a little bit to let you guys see it. Look that one up. But just like, look at that. Look at the back of that. And then there's that, and there's 2 sheets of each one. I do not know my flowers very well, so I'm not sure what this flower is, but it makes me think of the flower. My mom has a tree. Well, my mom has passed, and I live in the house that we grew up in, and we have a tree out back here that my mom planted that all these yellow flowers grow off of it. It reminds me of that, but do I know what it is? No, I do not. And then there is this gingham, and then this lovely other flowers that are here, and then just some plain brown. And I am just so excited to make lots of cards using this paper. So that is the paper, and then it also comes with this vellum. It comes with different vellum paper. So there's 4 different. This is called the Floral and Gingham Vellum 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So you get different pieces of paper of that. If you buy the whole suite, this comes with it. And then you get this really nice Daffodil Delight ribbon that we will be using in this card. And then also, this is my favorite. All my nieces and nephews and my kids' friends call me Aunt Bee. And I don't know, I'm going to bring this real close, but these are bees. Little charmed bees. I am absolutely loving it. So we will be using this set. Another set that I'm bringing in, and you don't have to do this, it's your choice, but I am also bringing in the Choose Happy, and I'm doing it for this little bee right here. Okay, so let's get started on putting this card together. So a few things that you need is you need a piece of cardstock that is 6.5 by 5.5, and then you're going to score it at 4.25. So you get like this half card like that. Then you need a piece of, I'm using gingham, but a piece of designer series paper, and this is 5.25 by 4, and this piece is going to go right there, so we can go ahead and put that piece in. Okay, so we'll put this piece right here. All right, then we need a piece of DSP, and this is like the floral print that I picked out, and this is 5.25 by 2. And actually, I'm going to press this down. Where did my bone folder go? Here it is. If you really give this a good crease, it helps you with your card laying a little more flat. So, since mine was going all crazy, I thought I better. And it wants to stick before I'm ready. Okay. Good enough. Here we go. There we go. And then you're going to need a square piece that is 2.25 by 2.25, and then you're going to need another square piece, and this one is 2 by 2, and we're going to put this on here. Now we're not going to stick it permanently, we're just going to put a little dab. Okay, just a little dab, and I'll explain this in a minute. And then we're going to center this on here like so, the best you can. And then we're going to bring in the cutting board here, and we're going to put this on here at an angle like this on your mat. You can do it way down if you want. I'm just doing it here for the camera so you could see. And because of that, I'm going to start in the middle somewhere. I'm going to push this down, and then I'm starting this cut in the middle. Oh, okay, I thought that moved, and it didn't. And I'm just going to cut this way and that way. And that way it doesn't jab up your corners neither. Okay. That one bottom one did move a little bit. As long as it's, let me see if this is long enough, or I'm going to have to change it. Oh, that one will be long enough, so this does not matter. Okay. You're going to have an extra one left over, so just keep it for a future card, or you could separate them. That's one other reason why I didn't put them all the way down, because you can peel this off. And then the other reason I didn't want this all the way down was because I want the edge of this. I'll show you on my other one. I did not do this, and I was not thinking when I did that, and it was after. When you put this down, you want a little bit of an edge all the way around it. So it's almost going to be like a tiny 1/8 of an inch all the way around your card. So it looks like that. See how there's an 1/8 of an inch? Hopefully the camera. All the way around. I didn't do that on this one because I stuck it all the way down, and then after I did it, I'm like, oh. So that's another reason why I did it. It's still cute, but I like the outline of it instead. So now we're going to put this piece right here, and it's going to go edge to edge. And all you need is to take your glue, liquid glue. I'm using my Precision, My Petunia, Sweet Petunia glue pen. I'm not sponsored. I just like it. And it is a fine tip, but I use Stampin' Up's glue in it. I use the Memento glue because I love that glue. Is quick drying, and I absolutely love it. And sometimes this yellow can be hard to see, so I better put my glasses down. There we go. And then we just stick that right there. And so this is still open. I'm going to give that a little time to dry. And then we need this is for the middle card. that goes on the inside. And this piece is 5 inches by 3 1/4. And then we're scoring it at 2 1/2. So we're scoring it here. And then you need an inside piece and an outside piece, because we need 2 of them, and these we're going to stamp on. And you need 2 of these, and these are 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then you need a scrap piece of something for the greeting, and because of the wish and all that we're stamping out, you will need this piece to be 2 by 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to do our stamping before we attach all this. So let me get out my Stampin' pad thing here. And on the inside one, I'm going to take that B that was from the Choose Happy, and I'm going to stamp it in black first. Okay, and I'm going to stamp this. I don't know, I'm going to flip it over. It seemed like there was something right there. And I'm going to stamp this right down here like that. And if that didn't come out real dark like you wanted to, use a marker of some sort to fill them in. But actually that one came out very good. And I'm going to use the Stampin' Right marker. It's called Lemon Lolly, and I am just going to color the 2 little bee spots in. I do not have this stamp ever in the case, because because like I said, my kids' friends call me Aunt Bee, and all my nieces and nephews do. I stamp this on the back of my card down here on the bottom, and I put Love Made by Aunt Bee, and I just have the little bee there. So now we're going to stick this inside here. Okay, so there we go. And then we can set that aside. And now we are going to bring in this piece, and we're going to do some stamping. We're going to need these 3 pieces, and we need our Lemon Lolly first. So we're going to take a Lemon Lolly, and we're going to take the solid flowers first in the set, and I'm going to stamp this one right in the center for the very first one. And I'm just holding and letting the paper absorb it a little bit like that. And then I'm going to take, and I'm just going to randomly stamp some of these different shapes, and whatever they are, around the card, just to fill it in, because I want it all nice and full. Okay, so I stamped it in and made it nice and full. So we're done with that, and we're done with the Lemon Lolly. And next we're going to bring in Pumpkin Pie. And this looks a little dark at first, but it does lighten up. And you are going to have a piece of paper to stamp off on. And we're going to stamp off. And then I'm going to line. Now I'm going to have to get this a little bit closer to me. Let me see. Maybe I can pull the camera out. Sorry. Because I need this a little bit closer. And my head may be in the camera. And sorry for that too. And I'm going to line this up. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's part of card making. So we're going to stamp that. Stamp this off. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to find the ones that we stamped up here. We're going to stamp them. We're going to go around the block. And hopefully we get them right. Okay. And if they're not perfectly on, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, and I'm forgetting to stamp off, so you're going to get a mixture. Oops. Oh well. If you like the darker one, do the darker. I did that on that one too. You could tell a little bit, but not too bad. So I forgot to stamp off. See, I got talking. But it's still going to look okay. It's still going to come out. It's still going to be fine. Like I said, it does not have to be perfect for it to be here. There we go. And that's what I did. Now, see, I didn't stamp off on that side. Gives it a little character, I guess. All right. So we're done with the pumpkin pie. But make sure if you want it the lighter color to stamp off. If you're okay with the darker color, then you don't have to stamp off on it. And I'll bring it up maybe so you could see it a little better in the camera. See how it's darker here and lighter there? And that's just because I forgot to stamp off. Because sometimes I get focused on the other stuff. Now we're going to add some leaves. And I am going to stamp this down. And I got to remember which way this goes. It's not like that. It's this way. And I just look here and just see all the different openings, and then I just add it down. And that's for the first one. And then the rest of these, I just randomly stamped where I thought a leaf should be, using the ones on the edge of the stamp set here. Just add some leaves in and all over. You can have some off the page, have some in farther, like that. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. And so there is my card front. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take some ribbon, and I'm going to get out my Scotch tape here, and I'm going to just wrap this around the card. Let me meet this up in the middle. Make sure this stays flat, and I'm just going to wrap this around the card, and I'm going to bring it around the back here. Take a piece of my tape, and I'm just going to attach it down with a piece of tape, like that. Take my ribbon scissors and cut it. Okay, and now I have a piece of ribbon, twist around there. Then I'm going to take 2 bunny ears, and I'm going to make 2 loops, is basically what I did. And I'm going to make a bow. Cut this one, and I'm going to cut this one. And I may cut them again to make them smaller, or you could have left them longer. I'm going to grab some glue dots here, and I'm going to add this on with a glue dot. And I'm going to put it right in the center of that little stuff. Okay, and now this piece can go on the front here, just like so. And there we go. Put it on the top here. Okay. And now we can put this piece into the card. The key is to make sure that the corner of this card catches right there. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive on the back of this card. And what I like to do is I like to kind of set it in, but catch the card before I catch the corner of this before I give it a good press or anything. And I'm kind of lining it up. I haven't pressed it down hard. I'm kind of lining up this side, the bottom and the top. And now I like it. So now I'm going to press it down. I'm going to open this up. Give it a good press right here. Okay, and now this tucks. This doesn't have to tuck like a lot, just a little bit in there like that to catch it. I see I have a little bit of glue here, and that's probably from where I stuck the glue on the corner of this, that tab, that little bit of tab, and I don't like that there. That could have gone over just a tad bit more, but it will still work. And also, I think the more I crease this, the less it presses up. Okay, so now let's do our stamping on our Make-A-Wish here, or Wish You a Happy Birthday. So I've got this all laid out onto my card, and I thought I would do this in early espresso because it brings out the brown in the flowers here on this card. It brings out the brown, so I thought I would do that. So I got this stamped, and now we're going to stamp this right on here. Just like that. And I'm going to take my cutting scissors. I'm going to give this a second to dry a little bit, to absorb into the paper. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this stuff away here. There we go. All right. Because you can smudge it if you get it. Now I'm going to cut this right up like this first. Now this wishing you, there is a die cut for it. I didn't, like I told you in the beginning, I didn't realize it. So you could definitely not do this next part. Okay. And then I'm going to cut happy because of the angle I have to put it on, and then you. And so I got those two. I'm going to let these sit there. And now for this, I've fussy cutted it. And I'm just going to go around. And I'm going to do this. But again, now if you cut it out with your, if you cut this out using your die cut, you'll just have to cut it off the ING. I did want wishing, but it wouldn't fit on my card any way I put it. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it off and say, wish you a happy birthday. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fix this right here a little bit more because I couldn't get that good of an angle. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this in, and I am going to put down the word happy first, birthday first, so that way it will be down. So I put happy birthday, and then I got UA. And then I got wish. And I put that right like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take these lovely bees that I have. And I got glue dots. I'm going to pick them up, and this might be the hardest part of the whole card, is picking these little things up and putting them on here. Oops. And then we're going to put one on here. I told you this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. And now I got that glue dot stuck to my finger instead of stuck to the butterfly. Put one right there. And I did. It's getting them in the right angle and then on your hand the right way. And then I put one right here under this. Well, I guess I'm going to go up here a little bit because I want to be able to leave my little butterfly trail. So you take a fine tip marker, whatever you want, and you just kind of dab this along here. And I got the perfect person I'm going to send this card to. And that is how I made this card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will give this card a try. And thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.